All right, let's look at these last two examples. Both of these are initial value problems where we're given f double prime, and for our initial values, we're given two different values of the original function, not values of the derivative. So on both of these, we're going to wind up having to solve a system of equations at the end. So let's take the antiderivative here. It'll give us f prime is, I'm going to do this kind of scratch. You got 4, and this is going to become x cubed over 3. So this is going to give me 4/3 x cubed. 2x, integrate that, you get x squared. Integrate is another word for take the antiderivative of. Take the antiderivative of 1, you get x, and then we have to add a c on the end. All right, since we're not given any values for f prime, we have to just go ahead and do the antiderivative again. Get f of x. All right, let's look at this. We've got 4/3 x cubed. That x cubed is going to become x to the 4th, and we're going to have to divide by 4. And then we can cancel those two guys. So this is going to wind up being 1/3 x to the 4th. This is going to give us x cubed divided by 3. This is 1/2 x squared. The c is just going to give us cx. And we have to add another constant on there at the end for d. So what we have to do now is use both of these initial values to plug into here. And it's going to give us two equations, and we'll have to solve them simultaneously to get c and d. So let's, I'm going to use some colors here. Let's do this one in purple. F of 1 gives me 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/2 plus c plus d, and that's equal to 0. Okay, at least we have some fairly easy numbers to plug in. When you plug in -1, keep in mind what that's going to do. For the things with with an even exponent, it's going to, the x raised to that exponent is going to be +1. And for the ones with odds, it's going to be -1. So this becomes 1/3, then -1/3. Then this will be plus 1/2. This will be minus c. This is still just d. And these add up to -2. All right, so this won't be too bad. Let's see, this purple equation, if I combine all this stuff together, you've got 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/2, which is 7/6. So we get 7/6 plus c plus d equals 0. And then let's see this other one. The 1/3 and 1/3, those cancel away. So you've got minus c plus d. Well, 1/2 minus c plus d equals 2. -2. Don't lose my negative. All right. So this purple equation becomes c plus d equals minus 7/6. And the green equation is minus c plus d equals -2 plus 1/2. So -3, or no, minus 1/2. So it should give us that, right? Let's see, you got -2 minus 1/2. That's -4/2, -5/2. We're good. So we've got to solve these two equations. Fortunately, we can just add them up. If you add these up, the c's cancel. You get 2d equals negative, let's see, 7/6 plus 5/2. That's going to be -11/3. So d is going to be minus 11/6. And then just plug back into any of these to come up with c. So if d is 11/6, If I plug into this, I get c minus 11 over 6. It's negative 7 over 6. So add 11, 4 over 6, 2/3. So I get this. And so my final answer is going to be, so got to make it a little small so I can see it on here. Final answer is going to be f of x is 1/3 x to the 4th plus 1/3 x cubed plus a half x squared plus cx, so plus 2/3 x plus d, so minus 11 over 6. And that is my answer. All right, these can get a little long sometimes. Let's look at this next one. This is our last example. F double prime is 2 minus cosine x. And over here we've got two initial conditions. So if we take the antiderivative, we get f prime is equal to 2x. The antiderivative of cosine is sine. It's a positive sign. And so that doesn't change this from a negative. So it stays minus sine x plus c. And now do this again. We get f of x is x squared. Antiderivative of sine is negative cosine. So we're going to get minus negative cosine. Then we'll get plus cx and then plus another constant, d. All right, so we've got that. Now we've got to plug our numbers in. Okay, this is nice. Whenever they give you one where the x value is 0, that's nice because it's going to make one thing cancel out. I'll do this color-coded. In purple, f of 0 is 0 plus cosine of 0 is 1. C times 0 is 0. So get all this, and what's that equal to? It's equal to 1. So that gives me d is 0. All right, so now I just need to plug this one in. F of pi over 2. If I plug that into here, let's see, I get pi over 2 squared, so that's pi squared over 4, plus cosine of pi over 2 is 0. Let's see, c times x, so that's c times pi over 4, or no, pi over 2, plus d, which is 0, equals pi squared over 4. All right, so let's see, we got to solve this equation. This is kind of nice, so these cancel away, and we're left with c equals 0. Why is that? Well, the pi squareds over 4, they disappear, and so yeah, c is 0. So my final answer here is f of x equals x squared plus cosine x plus 0 plus 0, and that's it.